No one can tell because you're 8 miles away from me.
Everybody can tell that I like you.
Nope, nobody. Okay, everybody. Hopefully you can hear us now. Let us know if you can hear us or if you can't. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. I have little to no doubt that he will be back quite shortly. So now that we're down here, we can pull up our Yuge.
It's much cooler down here.
It is cooler down here. I have sweat all over my shirt. It looks like I'm lactating right here.
There's paintball gear for $50. That looks comical.
Yeah, we're gonna add it first. Window capture.
Capture.
Why? But it's still not.
It still doesn't like it.
It's still not working.
Look, that's a loud toy, baby. Go get a soft toy. Go get a soft toy, baby.
I don't know why it's
Quiet
doing
toy.
that. But I guess we're not going to window capture. Goodbye, window capture. So let's just make fun of some stuff. He can now, right here.
He can now hear, though. He fixed himself.
He did. So that BT Defender is still up there for $600 if anyone's interested in that.
$65 one Cuddy. That's new.
This is, from here up is new.
Oh, okay.
So this one looks like 3 CO2 tanks.
Nobody wants your CO2 tanks.
A little case. Inside the case is...
A tactical electric sniper.
I think it's a Spider of some kind, but I could be wrong. That's a Spider Sonics. An old-ass tank, I'm sure is no good. There's no date.
There it is. There's a date. I can't see any.
I don't see the date. Oh, there it is. It's the month 5 of an unknown year. He purposely hid the year on both of those, so you can't see the year.
It's a nice pod, but those are some cheap ass hoppers. Those are some cheap ass masks.
Yeah, none of that is worth. The whole thing together is not worth $50, but I guess it's not outrageous.
65.
210. This guy's asking for a Walmart gun. That thing's worth maybe $5. I see people in the field with those. I laugh at them all the time. A Spider Sonics with 3 CO2 tanks asking $40.
Nobody wants your CO2 tanks.
A Spider Aggressor. And 1,000 paintballs.
Nobody wants your paintballs.
And a mask
either.
that is just no good. A big spray can of oil. That's weird. And CO2. This is what you use to fill up. Like airsofters use it for those grenades they set off.
Nobody wants.
None of that
crappy equipment
is worth $65. Sorry to tell you. But just not worth it. Now this person is asking $10 for paint.
Those are cute.
An Orion, a CO2 tank, and a JT mask. So that's actually a fine price. $10 for all that, perfectly fine price. Nothing to make fun of there. I would never buy it, but nothing to make fun of as far as price goes.
Those elbow pads are $0. That's a good deal.
Yeah. No, he has it described in here. We went over that last week. So, but yeah, we don't have much to go over because... so what we were trying to say when we were upstairs is...
Paintball's taking a little hiatus for 2 weeks.
Last weekend and this weekend, no paintball. So we
and
did...
the weekend after, no paintball.
And the weekend after, no paintball. That's 4th of July. So last weekend, I did ref both days. You refed one day. Mm-hmm. But we didn't play. And we're obviously not playing this weekend. Not playing 4th of July, that's for sure. We got stuff going on. So the next thing that's happening is Ion, and that's still a few weeks away.
Yes.
How much? 3 weeks?
Including this week, yes.
So like 2.5 weeks?
2.5. Yeah.
2.5 weeks. So that's really the next thing that's going on for us in the paintball world.
Then it gets real busy after that, though, for a while.
Does it?
This will be the first year we do back-to-backs from Ion. We never play before or after Ion, and now we're playing after Ion.
That's true. We've chosen to do that. So the weekend after Iron is Bunker Hill. Then we're off. Then Iron City Classic, which we're not playing. We're just watching.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really count.
We could go live from Iron City Classic, though, and not do Wednesday, but do...
That is a possibility. We could do that. Then we have off. Then Temple of Doom. Then off. Then Reapers. Then off. Then off. Then off.
September's...
Then off. No, then Atlas Control, and then 8-Bit Classic. So I wouldn't consider us really busy. We have Ion and then Bunker Hill the following weekend.
I thought there was something after Bunker Hill. I thought we were busy every weekend in July.
You're wrong.
I am wrong.
You are quite wrong. Because you've said that in the past, and I'm always like, what are you talking about?
I think it's because I keep thinking that there's something after...
Every time you've said it, I think there's not that much going on in July. I don't know why you say it all the time.
Because I think there's something after Bunker Hill.
There's not.
But look at me calling Bunker Hill correct.
Speaking of Bunker Hill, this is something we can say. It was a fun tidbit. Buffalo Paintball, who runs Bunker Hill, hopefully everyone knows that I went on to the Facebook group or event and I commented about the flag. Well, last week, Buffalo Paintball liked my flag comment, so at least they saw it.
It only took them 6 months.
Yeah. It took a while, but they finally saw it. I believe you did
that in January.
You can believe that, if you'd like to.
Because they've had this plan for a while.
I have no issue with you believing that.
Oh,
I don't know if it's accurate.
Well, you could go to their page and see when you posted that comment.
I could do
or
that.
You could go through all of our lives and see when we discussed Buffalo Paintball.
These are things that I could do. You're right.
Mm-hmm. And then you can prove that I'm right. How much is it for Bunker Hill?
It's the usual price as far as I know. February 6th.
Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, jeez.
I knew it was the end of January.
See, there's a like right there by Buffalo Paintball.
You could also camp there.
Yeah, but they always say that.
Somebody camped out for D-Day.
What is this? Jersey bundle.
You can buy a jersey. You can get a paintball custom jersey, or you can get a British or a colonial jersey.
Why would you do that?
It's a way for them to make money.
Yeah, it's true.
You got till Monday. If you want a colonial, British, or Buffalo.
And again...
I think that's kind of cool, though.
Incorrect flag, though. And look, right there on the side is the flag. I'm not getting a jersey if it's got the wrong damn flag on it.
I like those. I think that's pretty cool, though.
It is neat. I actually do like it. It is neat. Although they really should. This should not be the colonial jersey, because at Bunker Hill they didn't have uniforms. But it is still pretty cool. If they fix the flag, it would be pretty cool. But yeah, they got the wrong flag on there.
That's all fancy, but
yeah, that's Buffalo Paintball that did that for them.
Of course it is. You know Alex isn't spending money on that.
She did. She put a video on their website.
Was it fancy like that with all the lights?
I don't remember. I have to watch it again. I would have to watch it again. He saw those. He thought it was pretty neat.
I think it's neat. I think it's a good idea. It's also a great marketing strategy. It's a great way to make money.
It is. It is a good way to make money. Yeah, I agree. Pass me my DP. Thank you. So for Ion, no, you need a quieter toy pup. Quieter toy pup.
But he wants that toy. Give me it.
This very well may be the last year we go to Ion. That's not certain yet. We haven't decided for sure. We're probably gonna wait until after this year's Ion, see how it goes. But it is quite likely that next year we won't go to Ion. We're gonna go to Armageddon or some other mission masters out in the Michigan, Indiana area. You need a quieter toy. That was too loud.
How much is? Do we know how much Armageddon is?
I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Well, then we don't know.
I'm just curious. Is it more than other mission masters?
Probably.
Because it's 2 days.
Yeah, but I don't know that for sure. Yes, Eric. We could potentially do that.
We gotta figure out how if 8-Bit Classic's gonna make any money, because we would have to pay somebody to make those jerseys.
Yeah, I think if we were gonna do anything, it would be a T-shirt, not a jersey, because we don't have the connections to make like the order amount. I'm sure Buffalo Paintball has ordered over the years, done the same thing over the years, and so they get, bulk packagings and stuff.
I think they're also pretty established at this point, just because we don't know who they are. I went to their website, and the fact that they had everything already organized for this game back in February, end of January, because the generals were already there, everything was already set in stone, with it being at Three Rivers. They probably are well established. I know they do other events. I think they have like 4 or 5. 4 more excluding Bunker Hill. They got the money.
They have the money. I also have some true doubts that it's even going to happen, honestly, because here we are
in almost
July, and nothing yet. Nothing from the field about doing it. We're told it's on the calendar. We're told it's happening. We're told everyone that we plan on having it. That's what we're told. Has anyone bothered to read it? Nope. Has any promotional material been made? Well, by me, yeah. But I sent it to them, and they said they were going to fix it. Haven't. They said they were going to make it look professional. They haven't done that. So honestly, I have true doubts that it's even happening. But we'll see. I would say if by the time we go to Ion, if there aren't any solid concrete plans, I don't think it's happening, honestly. Because that was less than 3 months. Because July 5th is 3 months.
Well, think about when Reapers is.
Yeah.
They're still working on Reaper stuff.
They are still working on Reaper stuff, yes, but they have the promotional stuff out. They've had signs up for months now. They've had the event on Facebook for months now.
Well, the last 2 weeks I've mentioned it.
Am I blaming you?
No, I'm
in the slightest.
No, I know you're not blaming me. I'm highly annoyed. Because back in, September, October of last year, we were like, we have these ideas.
Yes, we've had our stuff done since last year.
We wrote Mario back in...
Last year.
Was it last year?
It was last year. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I was working right there.
You were working right there.
And I had that desk.
And you had that
So
desk.
it had to be at the earliest June of of last year. Never mind. Sorry.
So not last year, it was June of this year. So like
No,
this
I'm
month.
sorry. I was.
So we just wrote it a couple weeks ago.
No, I'm sorry. Never mind.
What month do you think we're in?
I don't know. I really don't know.
What is today's date, love?
June 26th.
So we wrote it a couple of days ago.
No, we wrote it last year. Sorry. We had everything done last.
So what you're saying is I'm right.
You're right. Yeah. I'm an idiot.
Okay, well, I'm glad you admit it. Yeah, so as far as jerseys go, I think jerseys are a no. But assuming for a second it does absolutely happen, I would say T-shirts would be a better option because we can get those way cheaper, easily. People could wear them the day of or just use it as a collector.
We don't got Jersey people.
We don't have Jersey people. It's true.
And I wouldn't go back to the people who made our jerseys.
I would not. No.
We won't name them, although you guys already know who they are.
You know they can't hear you when you mumble, right?
I don't want whatever. I'm too tired. I know it's hot upstairs. I don't hot.
It is hot upstairs. You started hot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But for Ion, so supposedly it's a possibility Dalton will come with us. A man named Bill and one other person with him are coming with us.
How do we know these people?
So Bill played with us at Black Hawk Down. He was in our gazebo.
Okay.
So the whole day he was taking commands from us. And so he's going to Ion. He, I guess, realized that we were. And so asked to join our group. So he's part of our group now. And he's very excited. I mean, I thought I got excited about it. He's very excited about it.
Is this his first year?
No, he went last year, but he went by himself. This will be his first year with anyone else. And like he started packing like the beginning of this week.
I saw that
and
on your phone. And I was like, we need a simmer.
Well, he said that he has others. He has a bunch of stuff, and he doesn't think that if he waits, if he doesn't start now, it's not going to happen. Which honestly, I mentioned the same thing because it's the weekend after 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've started packing too a little bit, just the paintball stuff, and I have the packing list.
It makes sense to start or to take this weekend to start packing because it's a camping trip essentially. Like you have to pack for things. It always rains there. I don't think we've gone when it hasn't either been fogged out
It's
or
always rained. It's rained every year.
You gotta prepare for that.
Some are worse than others, but it's rained every year.
Last year, whew,
It didn't rain for very long.
no.
But when it did,
But it doesn't just rain there though. Even if it's for only
it was a
half
monsoon
hour,
for about 2 hours. It was a monsoon.
it pours.
True story.
So you gotta prepare for that.
But so Dalton is gonna let me know apparently the week before if he's coming or not. So hopefully he can. That'd be nice. But yeah, so we decided we probably won't go back to Ion because it's always the same. It's always the same. The only reason that it's special is because of its size. That's really it. It's exactly the same thing as our local D-Day. It's just
20 times bigger.
10. Well, it's 10 times bigger. Because we have
Yeah.
about 40 people.
No, that'd be
4,000 people.
100.
It's 100 times. So it's 100 times
Wait,
bigger.
no.
You
It's
can do this.
100.
So it's 100 times bigger. So that's really the only thing special about it. So that's one thing is that it always stays the same. The other is a lack of. I don't like it's kind of a mix of appreciation, but that's not even right. It's the feeling that we have any influence in the game because of the fact that there are so many people there. It doesn't really feel like you're impacting the game at all when you're there. Not saying that I need to be the guy. Everyone likes being the guy. Everyone likes being the guy. I'm not going to say I don't like being the guy. But I don't need to be the guy. But I like to know that I'm having some sort of input. Some sort of influence on how the game's going. And I know we do. I mean, last year you found that ring that helped win the game. I truly believe that. I brought back dozens of props last year.
You're Mr. Prop Man last year.
And some of them were worth points, some of them weren't. They were just things we found out there. We weren't sure if they were worth anything or not. So I know that we do help. But it's really hard to tell even how much we're helping.
You
so
don't get
that's
a
big
lot
part
of feedback.
Feedback that's what I was looking for. There's a severe lack of feedback from the upper echelons.
Because speaking of the ring.
The one ring to roll them all?
Yes, the one ring to roll France. Found this pink, kind of ring poppy looking ring last year in Paris. I just picked it up to the ground. I was like, hey Doug, I found this. I was just going to keep it. I wasn't even thinking about it. And Doug told me to turn it in for a prop. And then that was the end of it. There was no, hey, that ring did something. There's a lot of speculation. That ring helped us get France on our side, which ultimately helped us win. But there was a lot of things that happened with America.
Unfortunately, it was never confirmed by anyone that ring actually.
That ring could have been worth nothing.
It could have been worth nothing, but based on the fact that it was shortly after the French had a wedding in the middle of the game, and it was said, I did hear when I was walking past the tent that they were using a prop or using props found to negotiate with the French. And it was shortly after that. So I assume it was the ring that really did it. And then they helped us win because that got them on our team for the end of Saturday and the beginning, like the first hour of Sunday. But then the Americans screwed themselves over with the French, and so the French stayed on our team the rest of all of Sunday, and we ended up winning.
They pissed the French off so badly that French started spawning from our headquarters
because they couldn't get into
French. They couldn't get into
the French spawn, so that
and
gave
that
us
kind of.
But so I do truly believe that ring helped win the game, but we don't know that. No one really told us.
No one said anything about that ring on Sunday or after the fact. So you, me, Doug, we all just kind of speculated, hey, that ring did something for us. But it could have just been a stupid plastic ring.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be doing on the field, but yeah, we still don't know. And then I brought back, I say dozens, and I literally mean dozens. The mission was to, and this is an ingenious idea, I think we've mentioned this before. When you go as a rental player to skirmish, they give you these little plastic peanut butter jars.
Or they look exactly like what you would have peanut butter.
They're definitely peanut butter jars to keep your paint in. And they end up just all over the field. So it was told to us that we would get points if we collected peanut butter jars. Or, well, they called them pods or whatever, but they're peanut butter jars.
They called them something to make it make sense with it being a war scenario.
Right, but they are peanut butter jars. And I brought back tons of them. I'd fill pockets, book bags, handfuls. I'd carry them all the time. I would take from other people as well.
You would take from other people and just was like, hey, I'm going back to get air. And every time you went back to get air, you had a prop in your hand.
Right. So I know I did that. But how many points did that get us? There's no possible way we got 1 point per canister. I know that because there weren't enough points between the Germans and the Americans combined to equal the number of jars that were sitting there. And I'm not talking about just for me, I'm talking about just in general. So that's definitely not it. Do we get one for every 10? Did we get one for every 20? I don't know the answer to that. It was never told us. So it's like, how much of an impact are we really having on this game? Maybe if there was some better communication between the upper echelons and ourselves, and I don't just mean us, I mean the entire German team, it would feel more like we're actually participating and meaning something to the game.
But so there's a meeting on Friday afternoon for the generals, the company commanders, their XOs, all the XOs, so anybody who has a leadership position. And I went to this, and being the person that I am, as you all know who I am, the two of you that are watching this, I try to act like one of the boys, because there's no point in being a girl. And the general just looked at me like I had 3 heads. And I don't think really took me seriously, or never felt that I was being taken seriously. You want to go up and see my wall? Because I'm about to have some words with the general. But
We do have a deal. Speaking of which, we'll come back to that. Go ahead and finish your thought.
But other people get mentioned that I don't know even how they get mentioned when we try to do everything to win the game. And not that we need accolades or awards or any of that nonsense, but to be recognized or to say, hey, you got these points for us, or the ring was worth something, to just know, because I agree with you. I like Mission Masters because I know what I'm doing for the team. Me being on a field and just shooting people to shoot them, that's not my game style. I'm not contributing in that way. Give me a prop, give me a puzzle, give me something that I can do with myself so that I know I'm contributing. And at Ion, unfortunately, there's not enough missions, which there could be. That game is long enough, there could be better missions instead of just props. Like, there could be serious puzzles out there, and there aren't, and it bothers me. I could sit in that big blue container in Paris and do some hella puzzles. But go ahead.
I'm gonna go check out what that was. There's some loud banging from over there.
Loki, what are you doing? Are you breaking things?
What's he doing out there?
He's just standing.
So we made a deal today, A-Dog and I, because she mentioned that she was going to do something, and I said, I'll give you whatever you want if you do that. So we have a deal that next year we will go on a Disney cruise to the Mediterranean. I will arrange it and make it happen, provided that
I need to go talk to... Am I allowed to even mention this? I don't know I'm allowed to mention it. I don't know what is allowed to be said.
Are you telling plans of some nature?
No.
Are you telling anything that's not public knowledge?
I actually don't know. I guess it is...
It's public knowledge.
Okay. So there's a certain someone, and if you know who I am, you know who this person is. I won't mention names. He is the XO, or one of the XOs. There's like 4 XOs before you get into company commanders.
No, other way. German general, he has 4 XOs, then company commanders.
Yeah. Sorry if I said it incorrectly. Regardless, this fool, I don't know how he weaseled his way in. So I just want to walk up to the general and be like, how did this fool get to become your XO? Because I've beaten this fool numerous times at this game. Just a smaller version of it. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Including, but not limited to... Loki off! Including, but not limited to...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Including, but not limited to... What happened 2 weeks ago?
Oh, that's what I meant. The DJ.
Including, but not limiting to...
Games that we haven't generaled? I don't know what you're talking about.
We won D-Day
Yes,
against
I know.
this person.
That's what I said. In this game, only a smaller size. That's what I meant.
So, what she needs to say is that just a couple of weeks ago,
No!
not only did we beat him, we crushed him. That's what she needs to say.
That's, absolutely.
But if she doesn't say
How
it
are
properly, she's not going to the Mediterranean.
How are you going to know that I said
Oh, you're
this
going to
then?
record it.
I'm going to record it.
Yes. You're going to put your phone on record. It doesn't have to be a video. It can be a voice memo. And you're going to record it.
not that I want to be EXO, because I really don't. But what the, that's all I gotta say. I'm real annoyed. I'm annoyed that these people don't do anything and then get all these accolades and get mentioned everywhere they go. We've been playing with them for a very long time now. And I just don't understand why people think they're so amazing. Maybe I'm missing something.
Maybe.
So if someone's watching this and you know who I'm talking about and I'm missing something, please educate me. Because I'm irritated.
And that would be another reason if this particular person stays EXO next year, I don't really want to be under this person's command. Do you?
No.
Not that we have that much engagement with the commanders anyway, because again, they don't talk to us. And by us, I don't mean us. I mean the entire German army. They don't talk to the German army. They barely talk to their commanders. So we're pretty good friends, I would say, with our company commander. And
I love our company commander.
He still doesn't know anything. He has very limited information on what's happening. We're 2 weeks out.
You know why? Because I'm on all those emails that I'm not allowed to discuss with anyone. There is no information.
No, Doug told me they have plans. They just won't tell anybody.
Well, then you know more than I do.
Not by much. I know there's one sentence. I know they have things but won't tell anybody.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So even the company commanders, who theoretically are very important, they're third down the rung. There's general, XOs, and then all the company commanders. And then they can run their company however they want. In our particular case, there's a couple of squad leaders, and then each squad is between 10 and 30 people. You'd think that company commanders would have some vague idea as to like what the overall strategy of the day is. Don't you think?
I would think at this point somebody should know something. Now, I don't know anything. I'm not allowed to tell you if I did know something. And I wouldn't. But I'm very confused about what's going on or what I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't know if I should just, like, the email chain, I'm nervous about even responding to it. I'm very down. I'm real low on the ranks. I don't think anyone really knows who the hell I am, so I don't think it really matters. Doug knows who I am. That's
Are
right.
you going somewhere with that?
No, you get a lot of emails, and it's supposed to contain all this information, and I think somebody should be telling me something. I should know something, and I don't know it.
I think that at least Doug should know something, and he doesn't. But yes, you are absolutely down low on the echelons because people don't know who you are, and I wouldn't expect that they would know who we are. We're from, we're a small team in a small city. There's 2,000 players on the German team. It's not like we're a big deal there, right? But as you've mentioned, the XO of our team, or one of the XOs of our team, we've personally beaten on the field many times. You've commanded just as much, if not more, than this person has, and you've beat that person several times. Have they ever beat us? Not in command, I know that.
Not in command. As far as I know, not in command, unless they were XOing something I'm not aware of. But from my knowledge, command-wise, they have never beaten us.
And yet, they're in charge.
Now, I believe some games they were on our team.
Yeah.
But they showed up halfway through the day on more than it's sad that people have to find backups in case you may not show up.
The commander of a team might not show up, so they find a backup command team. That's funny, though.
Now, I absolutely was not ready to run the beach. Didn't have anything. Brought it. Didn't have anything on. Was not prepared. Knew I was generaling. Should have put some pants on. Didn't want to. But I still was there on time, and I still ran out of that boat.
To be fair, so did he.
He was there on both games he has commanded this year. He has been on time. Him alone, though.
That's true. Him alone. That's true. But in any case, yeah, we've beaten him, so she should have pull. Not to mention the fact that you've generaled 5 games and you've won 4 of them. Right? 4 D-Days and Mayon. So generaled 5, won 4. You'd think she has enough experience that people might actually take her seriously. Now, in order to know to take you seriously, they have to know who you are. That's true. But anytime, if I was the general of the German team, I would be asking for input. I'd be, hey, does anyone have any ideas? I do that all the time. Just at D-Day, when we found out that morning that we were going to be leading it, first thing I did was ask the people I knew, hey, do you have any ideas, or does anyone in your group have any ideas? That was the first thing I did. Even before ADOG was even at the field. She wasn't even there yet. I was asking people if they had any ideas.
I think what makes us successful, or I like to think this is what makes us successful, is that we know who to recruit, and we recruit. And I personally want these people on my team. So you, by saying any ideas, I make sure that I have quality players that I know. I can just tell them, hey, I want you to go do this, and I don't have to worry about them the entire day, because they're going to do it. Bad company. All you got to do is say, hey, this is my idea.
Yeah. What does this have to do with what I'm talking about?
Because you're asking for advice. So, if you know you can recruit good players, why wouldn't you ask for advice? Obviously, the people that go to Ion that are actually involved in the game playing as the commanders or whatever, have been playing for a while. They're not just walk-ons. I don't know why you wouldn't have more of a group chat than an email string. I guess, the email strings have asked, hey, do you have any ideas?
Any of you ever responded?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe that's partly why. I'm complaining about nothing here.
Anyway.
What?
Nothing. I don't know. That's not my game. I can play D-Day because I can sit in a nice little tent and just put in side missions. And I mathematically count it all out. So that's how I do my side missions.
How does one count not mathematically?
I use my mathematics as a strategy.
Just get yourself stuck there, pup.
I'm just chilling, Dad. I'm just chilling. I'm just hanging out. I'm just being a bad thing.
Well, I got nothing else to talk about. Shh,
I got
stop.
nothing else to talk about.
Do you guys have anything to talk about? Because if not, then we're gonna leave you to it. But I'll give it a minute or two to see if anyone has anything to say. Well, go get it, pup. But I guess in the meantime, basically the point is that it's not interactive enough. There's just too many people for us to matter or to feel like we matter at all. With the Mission Mastery games, they're big compared to Pittsburgh, but they're still small enough that we'll be engaged. We'll know what's going on. At least that's what we're told by people who attend it.
We also know who attends it.
We also know a number of teams that attend. So
we also know Dean.
We'll play with them.
So I can just walk up to Dean and be like, hey, and ham it up for some camera. Like.
Yes, indeed, you could do that. Hey, look, another person just as we're getting off. Hey, new person, do you have anything to talk about? Because we're all done. We got nothing else to talk about. You have anything to talk about, new person?
It's also ice cream time.
Well, ice cream time is whenever we have ice cream. Do we have ice cream?
No.
Then it's not ice cream time.
I said it's almost ice cream time.
You didn't say almost.
It's supposed to be ice cream time.
Ah, I see. Nope, new person left again. Okay, everybody. Good night.
Good night.